Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, Padawans and Nerf herders. Welcome to another Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes video. I am your host, Bobo Rocket. Thank you so much for dialing in. In this video, we're going to take a look at one of the next big additions to the game, and that is the Death Star raid. I think this is going to be super awesome, and we're going to take a look at some of the things you should be working on to get yourself prepared for this, because if you're not, it's going to be a rough time once it launches. So stay tuned, we're going to talk about the Death Star raid. Alright, so thank you everyone for joining. If you would, slap around that like button, subscribe, again, to get your notification when we make more of these videos. So, to start this video, we're going to first talk about our partner, gaming-fans.com. You can also follow them on Twitter at gamingfansdfn. And we're also going to go directly to one of their pages because back in December, they talked about the very same thing. Death Star raid. Great minds think alike, you know what I'm saying? So let's go in. And let's talk about what we know. We know we have ships. Ships launched in what, like November? And some people have really robust collections of ships. They've attacked it pretty well. Some people not so much. Some people just go in and kind of auto their fleet arenas. They spend all their fleet arena currency on Zetas, which does amazing things for your arena team. And just your regular lineups in general, but it could be pretty damaging to your ship lineup. So we've got these ships, and you've got to know that they didn't put these in for no reason, and they didn't put them in just to get Zetas, and they always, whenever they add something to this game, they've got a destination planned somewhere. So I'm not surprised that it's taken them a while to put out some kind of a raid for this. But I have zero doubt that it's coming. But what would it look like, and what would the rewards look like? So, would it look... Let's do a fleet arena while we talk about this, while we kind of wax intellectual about what we think this is going to look like. Do we think it's going to have the same visuals and mechanics? I mean, nothing within this game really goes too far away from kind of the core gameplay visuals that we get. Even with the raids, you still get the 5 on whatever. I mean, it's obviously not always 5 on 5, but it's a similar setup from different angles and things like that. So I don't think we're going to see some kind of intense flying through the trenches on the Death Star kind of thing. I don't think that's how it's going to go down. I think it's going to be something similar to what we see here. I don't think they're going to go too far away from the 4-phase idea that they do with, you know, all the current raids that we've got. Maybe additional ships leading up to the run on the Death Star. Possibly just different phases of the trench leading up to, you know, the Womp Rat shot. It's going to be super interesting to see how they do the whole thing, and I'm real excited about it. I think it's going to be sooner than later. I don't know if it's going to be before the level cap increase, and if you saw in a previous video about the level cap increasing to 90, my prediction is that's going to happen in the spring. So it's going to be right around the corner. I think it's going to be announced in April, and then actually happen shortly thereafter. Let's take out this Geonosian, yeah. So I think it will behoove you to have your ships ready. If you have not been putting a significant amount of work into your ships, I think the time is now. That way you're not behind the curve when it happens. I think, you know, the heroic AAT raid is still a nightmare. There's still a ton of guilds that can't do it, and I think it's going to have. I think this Death Star raid is going to have a similar. Suffer a similar fate. I don't think people are going to be ready for it. I think there's going to be too many people that have been ignoring their ships, and it's going to be tough. I don't think it's going to be something that's going to be on straight farm mode for quite a while, but I do think it's going to be a ton of fun. So if you would comment down below and let me know what you think of the idea, ideas for them on what they could do to make it awesome, how you think the actual combat mechanics will work out. Do you think they'll keep the 4-phase thing? Do you think they'll spice it up at all as far as how the whole process of the raid goes? Is it going to be 1 ship at a time going through the trench? Is it going to be 5 ships going through the trench? Or we're going to have to fight Darth Vader? Do we get to use Darth Vader's ship? I mean, there's a lot of logistics that go into this that I'm going to be really curious about. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. I just pwned that guy, huh? It's early in the day. I haven't done all my battles yet, so gotta fight my way back up to top 10, hopefully. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. I think it's a very interesting topic. I think it's definitely going to happen sooner than later. They've got to do something with ships. There's no way they're going to make this whole thing and then just let it sit. There's just no way. So yeah, let me know what you think down below. Smack that like button around if you would. Subscribe to get notified when I make more of these. Share on your social media if you want to be super amazing. Yeah, sorry about the rambling nature of this video. I just kind of wanted to talk, kind of shoot from the hip here, and just throw some ideas out. It's something that I've been bouncing around for a while, and I don't think there's any doubt it'll happen. I'm just curious to see how the whole thing plays out. But again, thank you so much for watching, guys. Be sure to check out gaming-fans.com. Follow them on Twitter at gamingfansdfn. Feel free to follow me on Twitter at @TheBoboRocket. And of course, each and every day, have fun, melt faces.